Today is 2nd of March 2026. Soon will be 3rd of March. Also I heard that there will be blood moon on 3rd of March. Purim, 3rd, 4th and 5th, I think. Double check, okay, Purim. From 3rd of March probably Purim, or double check in the calendar, okay? They also said about blood red moon. By the way, today just a very short word, okay? Because I was under very heavy attacks. I'm under very heavy attacks all the times, and at least very short word for today. So we did all that in Iran operation, all that, okay? I haven't checked in the news, okay? It is as I thought, as God revealed to me, that evil leader must be killed, okay? I haven't watched in the news because I have so many things to do, and I'm under very heavy also attacks, guys. So I have no idea how I will do this week, if I will be able to record. Satan's elite, they very attack me, okay? So praise God for great operation in Iran, that we killed that leader, okay? That God the Father killed him, okay? So we celebrate that, another evil one, okay? And let's hope that people from Iran, they will have freedom. You guys fight for freedom now in Iran, okay? And fight for good leader, and let's hope in hearts that God will give them good leader who will cooperate with President Trump, and there will be no more conflicts, okay? That's what we want. We don't want conflicts, we don't want war, we want people to live peacefully, we want people from Iran to have freedom, okay? So I keep my fingers crossed for you guys. And that's, you fight for that now, okay? No more persecution, and fight for good leader in Iran, okay? If people will choose, or who will choose, let's keep fingers crossed, and I keep my fingers crossed that they will have now good leader who will cooperate with President Trump, and there will be no more conflicts, okay? We don't want conflicts, okay? So this is as for Iran, we celebrate. This is for us to celebrate. Enemies, evil ones, they are furious, they are terrified, they are furious, okay? Of course, when they are furious, they come and attack me. But I will stand up. Again and again, I will stand up, okay? I don't know how I will do this week. I'm under heavy attacks, but I keep fighting, okay? I do my best. So this is for us to celebrate. So in short way also, I will mention... what else I will mention? We wait for, especially now, Purim. I think 3rd, 4th, 5th. Double check in calendar, but we observe definitely 13th of March. I've recorded video, guys, and please do not ignore this date. 13th of March 2026, or maybe even midnight hour. 12 to 13 or 13 to 14, or midnight hour, even 13 March to 14. Judgment Day also is as midnight hour. So also all 13 March also observe midnight hour from 12 to 13, or from 13 to 14, okay? Or even from 13 to 14. Until midnight hour 13 to 14 is significant, okay? So huge signs can happen. This is very important date to observe. It can be a date when God will start his 1 year of judgment, because this already even didn't start. But even before, he said that we will see signs, and we see signs. We see definitely signs. We see natural disasters, huge natural disasters from last year. So we definitely see signs, and okay. Then another signs all over the world we see. Evil leaders are falling, so those are signs of his coming judgment of God, okay? So don't panic. If you are right with God, you will be protected. This will be judgment from God, only for those who didn't repent. God checks his hearts, okay? He checks hearts and minds, and if you are right with God, you have nothing to be worried. You have nothing to be afraid of, okay? If you are right with God. This is, just remember, guys, don't panic, because this is judgment for evil ones. Even if this will happen next to you, to your neighbor, okay? Like Egyptians, Israelites. So don't panic, okay? This is only judgment for evil ones. When this judgment will start, possible it can start 13th of March. It can start 13th of March, okay? Very possible. So observe 13th of March. Observe also 13 even to 14 midnight hour, or 12 to 13 midnight hour, okay? Okay. Another thing we will work on now, we did that operation in Iran. What another things? Whenever I will be strong enough, okay, I do my best to fight. Another, that Epstein, okay, as always unprepared, okay. Epstein, that about sex traffic, about pedophilia, okay, that affair. This all came, God the Father opened the door. He have opened the door, okay? Another green light, another opened door. So what he shows me he's going to use President Trump, he's going to use holy ones in America, and we will finally do the cleaning in USA, okay, with sex traffic, with abusing of children. And the sign already, God had opened the door. The sign is that about that Epstein affair. Okay, I will check how to say that. That pedophile on the island, he had that island, that pedophile. They do investigations, okay? FBI and police in England, even they do investigations. So I haven't checked that good, but I saw something in the news. I think that Andrew from, he was arrested already for that, as even in England. So God the Father does investigation, USA, even in England, okay? We have that evil prime minister, he's so evil, and there are also facts, that he was in that sex traffic, pedophilia, there are facts, and police has facts on him. So I have no idea why he still isn't arrested, okay? So also, if I will be strong enough, I will have to help Polish government, I will have to help English government, okay? And you definitely have to, you need new prime minister, so he will want me to work with English government, or police, okay? Or with to have messages, okay? What in England, okay? USA, Polish government, so many things. I don't know how I will handle, guys. I don't know how I will handle. But you will not manage without me, okay? And I'm under very heavy attack. So we will focus. I want you to prepare, especially when you are on government, from government in, okay, USA. We need USA. We need, I will cooperate with USA, with English government also. I didn't want because I'm angry with them, but still God asked me, okay, help them because they will not be able to do, okay? You need to help them because without you okay, so as much as I will be able. And that Polish government, we have that affair with dogs, with animals persecuted in Poland. It was going better at the beginning, now it stopped, so I will have to fight to help them and people, okay, because seems like they want to help but they can't. This is, so many things. So in USA, but this goes all over the world, as you see, because it came even to England. They arrested that Andrew. He was with that Epstein affair. that pedophile. Then we have that prime minister, okay, and there is evidence, strong evidence that against him. I don't know why he's not arrested yet. There is the police have strong evidence against him. So in England, in government and police, you need to, English people, you need to fight. You need to fight that they will take him, that he will pay the price, okay? Because there is strong evidence against him, and I know for sure. God the Father, he revealed to me that he's very evil, that prime minister is very evil, and if you love your country, if you care for your country, you need new prime minister. You need new prime minister, okay? You have holy king, you have holy Prince William, okay? But you have evil prime minister. You need new prime minister. And I'm not sure for 100%, okay? But as God the Father, as always he shows me, okay? He didn't confirm like for 100%, but as he shows me, he always was showing me Nigel from England, that he's one of his sons, and he loves England, okay? He loves England, and he's kind of like President Trump in USA. You need this kind of leader. You need this kind of leader in England, and God shows me very possible it could be Nigel, okay? He definitely is this kind of person like President Trump for USA. It must be person who cares for country, patriotic person who loves, who wants to unite. They say is racism or something. No, the leader must. Country which is not united, this country will not survive. Foundation of the country is, like President Trump says, America first, okay? Country must unite. Country must unite, okay? So in Britain, look what that prime minister, what he did. Look what he did. Look what he did in England. That prime minister, what he did in England. I'm under very heavy attacks. He destroys your country, okay? Country must unite. Look what happens since he is, what devil does through him. You need to get rid of that prime minister. First of all, you need to elect new prime ministers. As God the Father shows me, I don't know for 100%, I would say 99%, I still wait for confirmation, but even by my judgment, as he shows me for years, Nigel is very good, he could be very good leader, okay? Definitely one of the things he has, he loves the country. He wants British people to unite. He wants British people to unite, because if you want your country to survive, if you want your country to live again, you need to unite, okay? Country divided cannot, So you need to get rid of those who are evil ones, and definitely in England you need to get rid of that prime minister, okay? You have evidence, and fight another open door. Fight. We have evidence on that prime minister, and you need English people, do not let go. Do not let go, just fight to get rid of him as prime minister, because you have evidence, you have facts in that Epstein affair, that he's pedophile, he was in sex, there is evidence that he was. See how they attack my English, okay? They very attack my English. He's pedophile, okay? And police have evidence, okay? Police have evidence against him. So British people do not let go of that, okay? Make sure that he will go to jail or to mental hospital, okay? Because police have strong evidence, okay? So you need to open door. You need, again, in England, you have that prime minister, okay? Get rid of him. You have also wife of Satan in England, and she has British passport. You know who she is, okay? Her place is definitely in mental hospital, okay? God the Father showed me that you have open door. You have open door to get rid of that whore and to put her into mental hospital, okay? we talk about icon from Częstochowa, okay? She has British passport. That would very help your country because she has British passport, and she tries to push her guilt for, especially this what she does to Holy Spirit, okay? And to this all what she did, all this evil, she tries to throw her guilt on you as the nation, okay? Because she has British passport. You need to reject her. You need to reject her as the nation, as the British people. You need to reject her, okay? You need to put her into mental hospital, and God the Father showed me that now you have opened the door. He opened the door. He have opened the door for you to put that viper to mental hospital, because a place for her is only in mental hospital. For this what she did to me for years, and last year, you know what she did? You know that Prime Minister who is now, he was very involved in that. And that Jezebel was involved in that, what they did to me last year. So you need to put, that whore to mental hospital. To him, I would put him to mental hospital, okay? But even if not mental hospital, at least jail, okay? For him, at least jail. But I would also put him to mental hospital. But that whore definitely one place, mental hospital. And this is not joke, because you have opened the door, and I give you that message. I command you. I give you that message. I command you as the message from me, and I command you as God the Father also commands you, and open the door. This will help your nation. We are just before judgment. You want to purify your nation, okay? So you need to, as Britain, English people, you need new prime minister. You need to punish this one. Okay, because he's got, even my blood he's got on his hands. And you need to put into mental hospital great whore, wife of Satan. She has British passport, okay? So you have green light, you fight to do that, okay? And if I will be able, God the Father showed me He wants me to help you. Even it's hard for me, I don't really want, but I will have to, okay? Okay. In USA, I will cooperate with President Trump, with all worldly leaders, but a lot with USA and government from USA, okay, and people from USA. We will have to take into our hands that Epstein affair, okay? We need to take that into our hands, because this is, God the Father opened the door for us, okay? So especially in USA, now also I will help USA, President Trump, and all politics, not only politics, FBI, I don't know, all people, okay, all people, we need to finish that, all people, okay, victims, or we need to end sex traffic in USA. The biggest problem in USA is sex traffic, okay, is pedophilia, especially abusing children. Especially children. Children are especially the victims, okay? So we need to end this in USA. So you know who is guilty. Clintons. Do not leave unpunished. Fight to be punished. Clintons, they attack me. Clintons, Bush, okay? Definitely Hillary Clinton and Clinton, the one who was president, okay? He is even as the evil one, and Bush, they are even in the book of Daniel as the evil presidents, okay? Together, of course, we know small horn Obama, but Obama, according to the Bible, Obama will survive that 1 year. At the end of the year, he will be killed, okay? So it is possible probably that Obama will somehow survive that year of judgment. At the end of this year, he will be judged according to the Bible. He's the small horn. But now we especially fight for justice against Hillary Clinton, okay? She needs to be put to jail, or, guys, this is pedophilia. I would put definitely to mental hospital, okay? Because jail is mental hospital. Hillary Clinton definitely put that whore. There is evidence. There is definitely evidence, and this is so horrible because they show we have evidence against President Trump. We have evidence against President Trump. Okay, we have evidence. Look, picture, President Trump. What? Yeah. This is so ridiculous. No evidence for Hillary Clinton, but you have no evidence. No evidence for Hillary Clinton, for Clinton husband, ex-president. No evidence for Bush. Can you believe it? We have evidence for President Trump. He's guilty. The one who fights. That truth comes, okay, to the light. They have evidence because they have one picture or something that they met somewhere. Okay, how he could? Okay, this is ridiculous. How somebody how he could know? Okay, they have evidence. They were destroyed. Guys, this is not funny. I'm going to finish this soon, but this is so. No evidence for Clintons. Really? No. Now listen. Clintons, Bush, because no evidence in the internet, no evidence all over the world. Because why? Because devil is still protecting the evidence. But I'm telling you this, and every person who has brain and who is wise, if there would be no evidence, if FBI, whatever police department is doing this, if they wouldn't have evidence, this is so easy to think, if they wouldn't have evidence, Clintons, Bush, if they wouldn't have evidence against you, you wouldn't have hearing. They were heard, they had hearing, okay? They wouldn't, you understand what I say, okay? So don't care about my English, as long as you understand. You understand, yeah? And if you were heard by FBI, there was hearing, okay? FBI or whoever does court does hearing, court or FBI and court, they wanted to hear you, okay? They wanted to hear you. Why they wanted to hear you? Because they had strong evidence. If they wouldn't have strong evidence, calm down, if they wouldn't have strong evidence, they wouldn't be allowed to hear you. But you had hearing, okay? And you say, why President Trump, he wasn't heard, they don't want... Because there is no evidence against him. If there would be no evidence against Clintons and Bush, FBI courts, they wouldn't hear them. And now why, but President Trump, we have picture. Okay, because probably he met with millions, thousands, okay? People who didn't realize what he's doing, okay? You have no evidence. They have nothing on President Trump. Nothing what would be as they have nothing what would be like, having a part in this pedophilia business, okay? They have no evidence because President Trump had nothing to do with sex traffic and pedophilia. He had nothing to do, okay? He is the most one who is against it. And he fights that this comes to the light. This is ridiculous. I'm not talking to such idiots. But Clintons and Bush, just remember this. Because we have evidence for President Trump. If the FBI and courts, if they wouldn't have evidence against you, they wouldn't be allowed to hear you. You had hearings for hours, long hours. You were heard. You had to go to the court because they had strong evidence. Without strong evidence, they wouldn't be allowed to hear you. And now remember this. But President Trump, they don't hear him because they have contacts. They don't hear because there is no evidence, nothing against President Trump. There is nothing against President Trump that he would have anything to do with that. And you know the best that. Okay, guys. It was supposed to be short, and it was supposed to be short. I have to finish. Okay, you see how hard it is. Okay, so we will do that Epstein. Okay, with USA we will have to work that, fight for that. Make sure that Clintons and Bush, that they will pay for that. The best to mental hospital, put them. Okay. We have in that Epstein, we have that Prime Minister, so you in England make sure that he will pay for that, okay? Because there is evidence, and don't let go of that evidence. Make sure that you will put him at least to jail, but I would put to mental hospital, because pedophiles should be locked in mental hospital. In Britain, that great whore, put her into mental hospital, okay? You have green light. What else, guys? Okay. In Poland, fight for animals. Okay, government fight for animals. Okay, but without Doda. Okay, she's the whore. Okay, she's the whore without her. Okay, without that whore Doda, or she will destroy all our plan. So we need to reject Doda, and you as government and people, you have to unite and work together. Reject that whore Doda, or she will destroy all our plan to rescue animals. Okay, you need to reject Doda, you need to reject that whore, and say straight, don't be afraid, government, Polish government, don't be afraid. Say straight that this was her fault, that she wanted that protocol from 18 March, that it was never your idea. You make good protocol, help foundations, help people who are helping animals, okay? Make your protocol, okay? And just explain that this was that horse Doda's idea, okay? That she pushed that on you and it was all her fault, okay? So you know what to do, okay? So this is what I will have to work. I will have to work with Polish government. We need to do with animals, okay? You continue to do that, okay? You continue to fight to help with animals, government and people. Get rid of her Doda, okay? Because she will destroy our plan. But say to the light, don't be afraid, say to the light that it was her fault, that she wanted that protocol from 18th of March, okay? So people will understand, okay? Then what we have, Britain, you know, I will have to help Britain, but they need a new prime minister, okay? Probably it will be Nigel, very possibly it will be Nigel. You can ask God the Father for confirmation, okay? But definitely get rid of that one. He needs to be put at least to jail, okay? And in USA, all over the world, especially USA, we will have to do with that cleaning. We'll have to do with that Epstein, okay? Okay, England, you start with judgment for that great whore, okay? Because you need to cooperate with me. You have opened the door, so you need to put into mental hospital great whore, wife of Satan. And you need to make sure that punishment for the one who calls himself present prime minister, okay? Okay, that's not funny. I don't need to know his name because he's nobody important for me to know name, okay? That, and probably Nigel will be, okay? You need new prime minister. I'm leaving you with that, so you know what to do, and I will check if you do. I will check. You see, this is serious. It's not funny. Okay, so it's longer. I will send it. Okay, I will send it because now they do all they can, that, you know. Okay, so you will hear me when I will be able to record.